Good morning, good morning, good morning. Buenos dias, mi gente yo-yo. Welcome to Daily Discipline number 506 in a row. My name's Rob Hoback. Happy that you're here. Honored and humbled that you keep coming back like for reals. Hey, it is March the 5th. It's a thankful Thursday. We got a lot of things to talk about that we're thankful for. As a reminder, we call it a thankful Thursday. It's just our reminder. The one day of the week, we're like, hey, we should really make sure that we're being thankful. It's not what you had. It's not what you think you need. It's what you have, right? And that's to me. The rest of you can just watch. All right. It is also the Creeper's birthday, right? So happy birthday, Creeper. I love you. I'm so proud of the man you're becoming, about ready to become a daddy. I'm sure you're going to be a great one. My favorite thing about the Creeper, for everybody watching this that's not the Creeper, is that he's equally 50% irresponsible, not even irresponsible, just he's like a child sometimes, like every dude, right? And you look at him as you get to know him, you're like, how could you be so advanced over here, but so immature over here? Like, how does that happen? I'm like, oh yeah, just like me, right? Just like most people, right? He just let me see inside. So whether I beat him up, talk nonsense, whatever, I do love him. He's a great guy. He's been great to me, and I can't wait for the next 10 years. So happy birthday to you, Creeper. I love you, man. All right, moving on to my first things first. Yeah, regardless of whether it's his birthday or not, we got work to do, right? So let's get to work. First things first, I'm still the realist. I'm also connected. Yeah, had a couple conversations yesterday with people that I have connections with, but we don't speak every day. We don't even speak every month, right? One of these people, like we used to speak every day, right? And then life took us in different directions. He and his family moved down to Nashville, and with the tornadoes going through there, I reached out to make sure they were okay. And I just love those connections that where you can literally just pick up the phone and call somebody like, hey, I saw something, made me think about you, miss you, love you, bye, right? So anyway, it's a thankful Thursday, so let's get to our thankies. God is good, right? Let's just, from now on, we're just going to start there. God is good. I'm thankful for the power of prayer. It's obviously working in my life as I talk to other people. They're like, you know what, Rob, that really makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, it does, right? Just put your prayer up, right? The blessings in my life, right? One thing I've learned going through this is once I started concentrating on just what I have and what I should be thankful for, the stuff that I don't have, like, just doesn't seem so important to me anymore, right? And when I get effed over and stuff like that, just like, whatever, it's part of life, right? I'm thankful for Jack Welch. Jack Welch, former CEO of GE, great businessman, right? Learned a lot from him, read several of his books. I've applied several of his tactics that he recommended in my own personal life. I'm thankful for the Creeper that we just talked about, obviously. And I'm thankful that tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. I got a really big meeting. But nonetheless, let's get our work done. Real talk. Judgmental people suck. Yeah, and this is about Jack Welch. So in the summer of 2010, I went to a leadership conference in Overland Park, Kansas. And when I say I went to the leadership conference, a bunch of us were in a church where they were showing a live feed from a conference, a leadership conference hosted in Chicago by Willow Creek Church. And so there was a lot of religious stuff there, but there was also just some straight up leadership stuff with people that were, said, hey, look, I don't identify myself as a Christian, like Jack Welch. And just watching Jack Welch and Bill Hybels interact, I was like, man, this is awesome, right? And because they were able to find common ground. And so, better together, right? And so as a result of that, I was like on fire. I'm like, I love that dude. I love the dude from Tom's. I want to learn as much as I can. So I read a couple Jack Welch books, and then I started speaking about some of the things. And a judgmental person, right, grabbed me and said, hey, I personally don't think that you should be talking about Jack Welch like that. Like, you don't need to. And I'm like, where are we going with this? And he's like, well, everybody knows Jack Welch left his wife with one of the woman that was writing his books. I'm like, okay, so did you hear me say that we should look to Jack Welch and be like, hey, this is how you should manage your family. This is how you should manage your marriage. Like, no, this is all business, man. Like, we got to separate. Oh, no, you can't. You can't separate. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I disagree. And so it's funny how when that happens, when I see somebody do something judgmental or act judgmental, like, I'm just done. I'm like, woof. Man, you're that person, huh? Like, you can't get past, like, you think you're better than that person. And again, I'm not saying the whole person's awesome. I'm saying this person is widely regarded as a great business person. A lot of his advice makes really good sense, and I feel like we should apply that here. And he's like, well, you go right ahead, but I don't want to talk about him. I don't think he's a good person. I was like, wow. Well, you go ahead and carry around that bag, and you go ahead and be judgmental. I'm going to be over here being great. So what are the lessons? Number one, rest in peace, Jack Welch, right? Number two, just know that there was some like middle-aged white dude that thinks he's better than you just because he didn't leave his wife. Hasn't accomplished near as much as you, but for whatever that's worth. And then third, people is just don't be. Judgmental people suck. Don't be like that, right? Like you're going to turn other people off when you do that. Now, if you feel the urge that you need to be judgmental and talk nonsense on people that you've never met and all that stuff, you go right ahead. Just don't bring it over here. And for when the rest of you that aren't that way, when somebody's like, yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Appreciate it. And I don't even, no thanks. No thanks. I'm good. With that, we're done for the day. Hands up. Peace out. We're better together. Appreciate you stopping by on a Thankful Thursday. Make sure you tell somebody thank you today. Somebody that you don't normally do, right? I like to pick people at work. I see her just getting beat up on something. Like, hey, man, just wanted you to know that I appreciate what you're doing around here. People respond well to that. All right. We'll be back tomorrow on an F It Friday. I mean, it's going to be a big F It Friday. Can't wait to see that. Deuces. Real talk.